who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. For more information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthis, you can find it at the website, parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
Listeners should be aware that the following program contains language and audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you get released. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
Dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. The men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This ain't my love. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio.
And welcome to the Prison Show. Today is Friday, February the 14th. Woohoo. I hope y'all remembered to send your Valentine's something. Even a little Happy Valentine's Day. And I want to say thank you to everyone who sent me a Valentine's. And David came in today with a letter from my favorite card, little pop-up card, Happy Valentine's, and it's from Rodney Philpott. Thank you, Rodney. He always does the little pop-ups. See? I know, isn't it cute? He does such a good job.
He is creative.
Yes, so thank you. I received that. Thank you, everyone, for the Valentines. We've had rough couple of weeks. Stephen Nelson was executed on last week, February the 5th. And then Richard Tabler was executed last night here in Texas. And I know Florida had an execution yesterday also. And I apologize. I had his name, and now it's off the tip of my tongue, and I cannot remember. But, yeah, that it seems that a lot of the states are gearing up, ramping up, you know. So, our hearts go out to all the people affected by the executions, including the victims' families, because they have to relive everything again. So, anyway, getting back to Valentine's Day, something to smile about. Again, I hope that each and every one of you had a great Valentine's Day, and I hope someone made you feel very, very special. So tonight, David has lined up a fantastic show, and we have, David sent me the name, James Ford. Thank you, David. He was the gentleman executed in Florida yesterday. So there were two.
Just a couple of minutes before
A
Texas.
couple of, yes. I was on Abe Bonowitz's live feed while they were waiting from word from Florida. But right before Richard was, or Blue, they called him Blue, right before he was executed. Anyway, and David said, you need to talk in the mic. If you're going to talk in the mic.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Boss. Can you hear me?
Somebody's got to produce this show. Dewey's not around to do it anymore.
No.
Bless his heart.
Yep, I need to get a flashlight and be blinding everybody and all that stuff.
Oh, and I was just reminded of a very interesting Valentine's that I received from my biggest fan, my
Your pole dancing audience?
my pole dancing audience, because yeah, apparently he didn't realize that he thought I was skinny, so that's why he assumed that I was pole dancing. I have you know.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, he came out and said that. Came out and said
He sounds
it.
a lot worse than that if you listen.
Yeah, no, I listen, trust me. And yes, he does sound a lot worse than that. But you know what? I'm looking right at you right now, and I can't do what I want to do. So,
And any size people can pole dance, by the way. You don't have to be skinny.
sometimes it's not pretty when we do it, but we can do it. I just saw Linda do it not too long ago.
Well, it's in the eye of the beholder.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Linda's. Okay. So,
Linda's talking about pole dancing. She's over here reading his letter.
oh,
She said, he's got a segment here for you to read. I said, that's all right. You read it. She said, he's talking about pole dancing. I said, yeah, well, we got a pole over there he can dance on.
Where?
Come on, Gloria.
oh my Jesus. Oh,
Dun-dun-dun.
yes.
Here, hold my sign.
Gloria's still like, what?
Yeah, she's You're so funny.
All right. So
It'll come to her.
It will. Probably when she's driving home, and she'll be like,
David. David.
So tonight in the studio, we have Gloria Rubac. She is with the Texas Death Penalty Abolition Movement. She's in the studio. Marci Marie is calling in. I think she's on hold right now. She's the Prison Show Women's Unit reporter and, of course, social media influencer and director of community engagement at Lioness Justice Impacted Women's Alliance. Wow, that's a mouthful. We have Frans Douw. He is a retired warden from the Netherlands and current board member at Bonjo. I'm gonna, yeah, y'all. He can tell you when he gets on the mic because I get, and he. Okay, I just. Leslie, if you're listening, you broke my concentration. She sent me a text message. And of course, Linda and I will be here with your Texas Death Row Angels report. So Frans is in the studio, and what?
Paul.
Paul? Yeah. Okay, Paul. Paul is in the studio. He came with Frans from the Netherlands. He's a documentary maker. So he's in the studio. Gloria's to my...
Is he making documentaries?
He's making them. Not right now, but he's making them.
He's memorizing everything.
Yes, see, boy, you're just rolling.
I'm on a roll tonight.
Yes, you are. You are on a roll.
I'm going to turn my mic off now.
Please do. All right. All right, Gloria, what do you have for us this evening?
Well, I am still exhausted for after 2 executions in 8 days. This seems like we're back in 1998 when there was one almost every week. But to the friends and family of Richard Tabler, condolences. His spiritual advisor, whose name I don't remember, came out and talked to a group of us after the execution and said that he made a really nice statement to the victim's family.
I've got it, and now I'm going to read it.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, because I haven't seen it. I just heard it was really nice. And also to the condolences to the friends of Stephen Nelson. I have to say that I admire his wife for having the strength to be his friend and stand by him and witness his execution last week. Linda's going to give Dani and Linda are going to talk about the execution schedule, but we've got one in March, one in April, and one in May. So, yuck. One of the issues that the people on death row deal with is solitary confinement. And I found something on prisonradio.org, which is the radio station that produces not only Mumia Abu Jamal's voice, but other politically aware prisoners from around the country. But Unlock the Box, which is an organization I believe in New York, and Human Rights Watch are having a virtual event to expose the reality of solitary confinement and the devastating impact it has on individuals, families, and communities. The speakers are really amazing. I have heard of Dr. Terry Kuppers, I don't know, Kuppers, for decades. He is a psychiatrist and a professor, and he has testified in many, many cases regarding solitary confinement. Also, Juan Mendez, a UN Special Rapporteur on Torture, is one of the people. And then there's 3 other people, but I'm particularly interested in those 2, because they're going to be talking about how solitary confinement intersects with immigration policies, youth incarceration, racial bias, the targeting of political prisoners, and the violations of constitutional rights. And if you go to prisonradio.org, you can click on the thing to sign up to watch it. And it is February 20th, which is next, what? Thursday? Okay. And I forget what time, but anyway, Prison Radio.
8 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, you signed up for it, didn't you? Okay. 8 o'clock in our time?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, God, okay.
Wait a minute. I have it right here.
I got to set an alarm then.
Yeah, I think it's...
Does it say?
8 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, 8 p.m.
Eastern. So it's 7 p.m.
7 o'clock in the evening. Okay,
yes.
Next Thursday.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Also, I found out that the legislature, which fortunately only meets every other year to screw things up, they have started appointing committee chairs. I don't know if they're appointing committee members yet, and they've got a new rule this year that no Democrat can chair a committee. Lovely.
What?
Yeah, that's Abbott's new rule. Only Republicans can chair committees. And I can't say it on the air what I think about Greg Abbott. But Representative Jean Wu from Houston, who is very progressive, got appointed as the vice chair of the House Committee on Criminal Jurisprudence. They can be a vice chair and be a Democrat, but not a chair. So I think that's really good. And he issued a press statement. He said, "This was an unexpected opportunity, and I'm honored to serve as the Vice Chair of the House Committee on Criminal Jurisprudence. Look forward to working with Chairman John Smith, or Smithy, it's got 2 E's on the end, to set legislative agendas that will keep Texans safe and protect our constitutional freedoms."
Is Leach on it yet?
I don't know.
As the chairman?
No, the chair is this guy, Smith, John Smith, and he's the new chair. I don't know anything about him except that he's a Republican. And then I just, how much time do I have left, David? David? Okay.
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, I'm real quickly going to read something that Nathan Williams wrote about executions. He said, when it comes down to executions, when it comes down to state-sanctioned murder, lethal injection was never about us, meaning the prisoners. It is for those watching. It is humane for the witnesses. I can't help but to wonder about all the lynchings that took place and the kids laughing and some of the smiling faces that we can see in historical pictures that maybe are no different from today. Is it just the mask the executioner wears to pretend this act of murder isn't evil, or the witnesses who are still a sea of white faces to mainly black and brown people executed? Is this about race? Is justice still about how much one can afford? Is this America, the one where it is proclaimed by a man who wants to make America great again, any different than yesterday? Thank you, Nanan. And that's it.
Thank you, Nanan. That was, yes. Nice, very nice.
So have you asked him if he can hear the show?
Well, he's at the Ramsey.
Oh, is he at Ramsey?
Yeah.
Yeah. He got off death row because he was a juvenile in 2005.
Yeah, then he can for sure hear it.
So maybe he can.
Yeah, every unit in Texas can hear it.
Except Polonsky.
No, Polonsky gets on the Douw. They can hear the show.
But they can't hear it live.
Yeah, not in real time.
But that's...
Yeah, I know.
We spend enough money to get on the tablets. I'm sorry they can't hear it live. I mean, I can't fix the tower.
No, but...
We tried that for years, and we got the opportunity to get on the tablets, and now we're in the hands of every inmate in Texas, and then some countries. Four states after that. 40.
Yeah, and I'll do my shout-outs later.
44, okay. Yeah. We're in 45 states.
Okay.
All right. Now we have Marci on line 1. Hey, Marci.
Hey, y'all. This is my first time reporting as the official women's prison reporter for the prison show. I'm so excited.
Yay.
Congratulations, and thank you for accepting.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm absolutely ready to spill everything that's going on in there, and I have several things to talk about tonight. But first, let's talk about this duty about reporting on what's going on in women's prisons. On the Dr. Lane Murray unit, we got some reports. We, as in Linus, got some letters saying that they were not allowing a couple of folks to go on medical transport with their dreadlocks. They were telling them they had to cut their hair to go on chain. Yes.
Why?
So, well, exactly. Because in the name of security, you know how they can just kind of do whatever the heck they want if they feel like it's any kind of security.
Right. They throw that word out there and it's a blanket. Yes.
And, right. Then all of a sudden they don't even have to follow the law, it feels like, So, Linus, let me tell you, they got on it. And I just got to watch my coworkers in action behind that. And they had meetings with TDCJ. They made phone calls. They talked to wardens. And now we are told by some high-up officials in TDCJ that is resolved, and that shouldn't be happening. And so I'm going to be dropping that line as P.O. box, when we finish up here, and I want to make sure if anyone experiences that, you need to write me, because that is official from TDCJ, that is not policy. If the warden on your unit is requiring you to cut your dreadlocks, to cut your hair, then you need to write in and let us know. So, we were really surprised, and of course the lady that she was really deeply upset when she learned that, and now she's been told she doesn't have to, so we were really happy about that.
Did she cut her hair to go on?
Well, we're waiting to hear. Yeah, so we're waiting to hear because there was two, and so I believe that there was two, and we're just waiting to hear confirmation. One for sure she didn't. She denied medical chain. She denied going. And then the Langley warden told them that was going to be for any transport. So, some of those transports you can't refuse. I don't know what she was thinking. Were you just going to hold people down and shave their head?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's wild. Or people ending up in solitary confinement over that, like refusing chain. Or that could really get ugly and really ridiculous for no valid reason. Yes, thank you, Gloria. Absolutely it is. Absolutely. The Texas Passed the Crown Act last legislative period, which one of our board members, Angel Carroll, played a really critical role in getting that legislative piece of legislation passed. But unfortunately, it does not extend inside of prisons, which is wild to me. It's like, out here, you can't discriminate against someone because of their hair. That's the law. But that doesn't extend into prisons. So, unlike a lot of things, right? Like a lot of things. And hair discrimination is something that Linus it is a priority for Linus. It's something that I witnessed firsthand, and certainly a plethora of our members experienced for themselves. So, that's for sure something that we take very serious.
I thought that they had relaxed the grooming policy well, I guess I'm speaking for the men, because I know most of the men can have their hair longer, their beards longer. So why wouldn't that apply to women?
Yeah, I think that there was a new person that was over transportation, and I think that trickled down from him. So I'm not really sure, and we're not hearing really any other things now. The hair, there's some issues with products not being made available to women of color inside of our prison system, even on commissary. And there's a lot of issues there that Linus is working on. Like they're not even issued a comb. A regular comb that would get through my hair is not going to get through my friend's hair who has black skin. And so
Absolutely.
They don't even issue the proper hygiene products for their hair. And so that's another thing that Linus is working on. So the legislative session has started up, and I appreciated Gloria talking about that they did pass that no Democrat can sit as a chair on any committee. We were anxiously waiting on the House Committee on Corrections to see what that was going to look like, and it's a bit scary.
But
a lot of Republicans that are kind of tougher.
Do you know why? Is it because they hold a majority? Is that why?
I don't know that. I don't know the politics behind it, and I don't really know. I didn't even know that you could do that. I didn't even know you could give authority to that,
Well, we're finding that a lot of things it's like, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could change the body of
Abbott
water.
is like TDC. They make up rules when they want to, and that's Abbott's latest attack.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
just see what sticks. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. so we are watching. Of course, we're watching and supporting the climate control bills. We're watching some of the good bills that are coming through. Of course, the sunset bill, we're really trying to get everything we want put in that bill, and just living on a prayer there. And I think that's our best bet for this session as a whole, honestly. And there's some booger bear bills that we're watching. The ankle monitor bill, they're wanting to even extend that even a little bit further. And so we're really working on,
Wait a minute,
on that. And that
explain that?
Yeah. So the ankle monitor bill that passed last legislative session, making it a felony conviction to tamper with your ankle monitor.
Okay.
What we know is that they don't really track on if the monitor was tampered with or if it was faulty, if something happened, because we know out here people that have lived with those ankle monitors know that they break. They're a piece of electronic, a GPS that you wear on your ankle. It's going to get damaged and things are going to happen. So we're just really honing in on that. They're wanting to even toughen that up a little more, and so we're really watching that. And we're trying to take an approach with building more relationships with legislators and with TDCJ, and trying to, balance, like, how do we really, I want the prisons burned down to the ground. I don't think people belong in cages. I think that there are a lot of alternatives that we can do for care and for our communities. I think we could invest in our communities, and so that's my opinion, my personal opinion. But until then, what can we do? We have to work with the policymakers, and so we're really working on building relationships. We've been at the Capitol one day, knocking on office doors. We had a meeting where we talked about with Lone Star Justice Alliance, and we talked about the Second Look bill, that of course that we're going to be supporting, and actually maybe have high hopes that will pass. It got pretty far last session, and I don't know. I talked to a lot of Republicans, and my representative, even Bill King, he seemed hopeful. He didn't tell me that we had his vote, but he seemed hopeful and open, and so I'm really hoping for that.
Before we get too far, Marci, can you give your address?
Yes, I'm going to do that right now, and I should have it memorized. Naturally, I don't. It is P.O. Box 12051. That's in Austin, Texas, 78711. And that's the Lioness P.O. Box. If you want it to go directly to me, just put my name on it, and they'll give it to me.
Okay, I think you have a minute left.
Okay, Parole Advocacy Day at the Capitol on March 7th. You can go to Lioness socials for details on that. Women's Day Rally on March 8th at the Capitol. Day of Empathy on March 14th in Fort Worth. You can find all those details in the Lioness calendar that is pinned to the top of the Lioness Facebook page. If you have not watched I Am Ready, Warden, my friend Carrie Blakinger was a co-producer of that. It's a film. It's 37 minutes about the death, the execution, the murder of John Henry Ramirez. And it is a beautiful film. It is up for an Oscar. You can watch it on Paramount. And I think they're trying to get it on the tablet.
We have it on the tablet. It's on the prison show.
You do? Okay.
It's on the Douw.
Oh, yes, it was. That's
yep.
I saw that.
So anybody that has a Douw can watch it for free.
You've got to go watch it. You've got to go watch it. It's so powerful. I got to watch it in the DA's office for Travis County. She's showing it to prosecutors. She's showing it, to everybody. I love you all inside. I'm out here fighting for you, me personally, and plus a whole plethora of advocates and family that are out here. All of us love you. All of us are fighting for you. And happy Valentine's Day. Sending you big time love inside. prison show. I love y'all. Thanks for having me on. Can't wait to be back.
Happy Valentine's Day, Marci.
Thanks, Marci.
Thanks, Marci.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Okay, and now we have Mr. Frans. I cannot say your name like you do.
Frans Douw.
You say it
That's
so
my name.
beautifully.
Yeah, thank you very
Unlike
much.
me, Frans.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a one-time thing. That'll never happen again where I can pronounce it.
Okay.
Never.
Well, I'm visiting the prison show since about 15 years, I think.
Yes, you have been.
And so I'm glad you can pronounce my name. But it always feels like homecoming to be here. It's such a nice atmosphere and such a good place to be. It is.
You spoke last night on the
On the execution, the killing of Richard Tabler.
Yes.
It was in my mind the whole day, because especially that we are standing there knowing that the mother of Richard was, other family as well, but especially the mother of Richard was there. And I shared it with a lot of people in the Netherlands who have children in prison. And they were all so shocked about it, you know, to imagine that you're the mother of a child, and your child wants you to be present when he dies, and then you have to stay calm and quiet instead of attacking everybody, you know, which is a very human reaction, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's not doable. So I really feel a lot of respect and admiration for the mother of Richard Tabler. And I understood yesterday, I spoke with a lot of people, few of them knew him very well in the last 10, 15 years. And he was really a guy who had issues when he did his crime. But he really changed in the last years. He really changed, and they killed a total different person than the person they sentenced to death. And it's a very tragic situation, I think. So, well, it was a sad day yesterday, I can say.
Yes.
It was, and you gave a lot of information out to people who aren't normally at the protest. We had a lot of people there.
Yeah. Well, there are always a few very simple messages that I give. One of the things is that everybody has the right, deserves respect for the person he is and for the context he is coming from. Every person, if you are incarcerated or not, everybody deserves that respect. And what we have to learn is not to react on each other with pain. We have to deal with our own pain and not judge other persons. You don't have to support all the things people do, but you never judge a person for the person he is, I think. It's very simple, but when you work like that, especially when you're a warden or a guard or anybody, even also when you're incarcerated, when you work like that, your surroundings and the reaction of the people change. It makes a lot of difference. And it's a very simple message, but what our famous football player Johan Cruyff said, Dutch football player, we say he was the best football player of the world. He always said, life is very simple, but it's pretty complicated to live a simple life.
Wow.
And it goes for this one too. But when you follow it, things change. And then when you look at that as incarcerated people, for example, I agree with the former guest that we have to break down all the prisons, because I have been a prison warden for almost 40 years. but almost 30 years, I must say. But I have seen and experienced that prisons do no good to people. What we need is there are a lot of very good alternatives for prison to protect society and to give people the chance and to support people to find their own way to lead a meaningful life, and that's different for every individual. So it's important to do that, and in Europe we have this movement, and I'm a part of it, and it promotes making very small detention houses with a maximum of 30 people in there. Detention houses in the cities, in the community, with individual plans for everybody, and very much connected to the society. The people come from society, and the people from society they help in the prison, or in the detention houses, and the people from the detention houses they do things in society. And we really believe that the small-scale facilities, very personal, very safe, because you need a safe environment to open yourself and to recover from the traumas that you have. I think that's the answer to people who did something wrong, are considered as difficult, bad, dangerous people, but they are our people, they are our children, our brothers, our parents. So we all need to do the effort to bring them back, in society and be part of society again, instead of all the time excluding. I spoke to a lady yesterday who was at the meeting as well. Pam was her first name. What was her last name?
Perillo?
Yeah?
Perillo.
Yeah.
Pam Perillo. She had the same youth and the youth story as a lot of people there now, and who ended up in facilities or in institutions and in prisons. But what happened to her was that she was in prison for many decades. And when you approach a child like that differently, this career ends at 20 years, and they have the chance to build up a good life after that, when they're treated differently, and not only with repression and prison and etc.
You're shrinking. Come this way.
Okay. So, I do quite a lot of things since I'm retired. We have founded organizations for loved ones of incarcerated people. We have the Foundation of Recovery and Return, and we bring all the people participating in or connected to the whole process of crime, punishment, recovery and return. We bring them together in meeting days, so victims and people who experienced violence and who have loved ones who were killed, but also people who have been in prison and who committed violence, and professionals, and we bring them all together and they talk with each other. And it sounds strange that we do that, because there are meetings of about 150 people, and sometimes people say, well, is that not very tense and very difficult because they're so totally different? Well, they are not. They're totally the same, because, for example, a mother of a guy who is incarcerated for many years, who is telling about what it means as a mother to experience that and be excluded by society and people, even by their families often, because their son is in that situation. And the mother of a child that is killed, when they talk to each other and they look at each other, within a few minutes you see two mothers talking with each other. And when you physically meet, then you very fast, and it happens many times, very fast happens that they say to each other, well, what I have experienced is not doable, can't be bared, but what you have experienced is also impossible. And I think that mechanism, that process is very important for everybody. Instead of all the time from your own pain and frustration, blaming others, screaming at others, screaming at, for example, what happens in the United States and also in Europe a lot these days. Blame the foreigners for everything that goes wrong, while everything that goes wrong is our own fault. It's our own problem. They didn't contribute anything to the problems of our society, but they are blamed and they are dehumanized all the time. And I think the most important thing we have to do to change the prison system and the juridical system, I think, and society is change something about the way we look at other people. I must say that in the Netherlands I also am member of the board of an organization that advocates people in prison. It's called the Bonjo. It has a very nice magazine with good articles, and that way I use my experience and background to contribute to a more humane society. And I'm a grandfather. That's my most important role in life, literally, because I live with my grandchildren and my children, but also in my role in the Dutch system, because what a grandfather does is being there with attention, with interest, without taking the lead and taking doing all the projects, etc. I'm just supporting and being there, and I think that's an important role to play in society. So I'm glad I'm back here again, and the last year, 2 years, I got involved in quite a few things in the United States. I've been on the radio show of Leona Brandau many times in the last years. I have been in podcasts of several incarcerated people or former incarcerated people who make podcasts, which is a very good development, I think. Because not my story is important, but the story of the people who experience the worst consequences of how the system works. Those are the voices that have to be heard. And I have an appointment in March with a senator of the United States, even, of Massachusetts, James Elridge, and he is a Democrat, so I'm very curious how it is to be a Democratic senator in these days.
Well, Massachusetts is kind of, they lean our way.
Yeah. He's a very liberal, and he's a very nice guy, and he wants to change things. He wants to do something about the mass incarceration, about the poverty, about the criminality, about all the problems that are in society. And it's a good sign that he wants to talk with some guy from the Netherlands to talk about it, because usually I think Americans are more into telling others what to do than to listen to somebody else.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No offense, sorry, but
None taken. None taken. I'm just going to...
so who knows what happens? Because even in Texas, which is, we see all these executions, which are horrible. Even in Texas, my friends on death row, like T and Nanan, who is in the Ramsey unit where we were talking about, they are peer educators, and they are doing things that I think weren't possible 10, 15 years ago. So there is, beside this very destructive stream, there's also a very positive stream, a very humane stream going on. And people can choose which stream they want to be part of. I know what stream I want to be part of, and I know what stream you guys from the Prison Show and Gloria is part of. We are from, let's say, from love, from humanity, from people being people with each other. Eh?
So if somebody wants to write to you, can they write to us and we scan it over to you, or do you have an address?
I also have an address, of course, but people usually can email, don't they?
Absolutely, but
so I can give my email address, probably.
Well, if they're not on for Texas, you have to add them to your. So it usually works that they write you first. Now in other states, maybe.
Yeah, I communicate by GPay, Securos. That's what I do with incarcerated people, but it's complicated to find me, and etc. etc. So probably when they know how to reach you, you send it to me.
Absolutely.
Is that a good idea? So when you want to write me, write to the Prison Show, and they send it to me. And also when you have the opportunity to email me, or you can ask your family, for example, to send me an email when you prefer that. You can send an email to Frans, Frans, Douw, Douw, 1 at gmail.com. At gmail.com. And I experience, especially the last few years, that a lot of incarcerated manage to reach me, incarcerated people. And I'm very looking forward to get these emails and these letters.
Well, we appreciate you being here, and you will be here next Friday too.
Next Friday too. So when people have special questions or something, let it know to the Prison Show, and I will answer them next week. Okay?
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, Linda, are you ready? You ready, Linda?
She said yes, but she's on the phone, so.
Oh, she's on the phone. Oh, the phone's already started ringing. All right. Good evening, everyone on Texas Death Row and everyone else listening. And we do mean everyone now. Stephen Nelson was executed on February 5th and was pronounced dead at 6:37 p.m. His last words were, "I will always love you, no matter that our love is uncontrollable. There is no definition and no felling." I think they misspelled that because I copy and pasted it. I'm thankful. Hey, I'm thankful and grateful. It is what it is. Always live for me and enjoy life. Give Monkey a hug for me. No, I am not scared. It's cold, can't say that word, in here, but I'm at peace. I'm ready to be home. Let's ride, Warden. Now, Richard Tabler, he was executed last night and was pronounced dead at 6:37 also. His last words were, There is not a day that goes by that I don't regret my actions. I had no right to take your loved ones from you, and I ask and pray, hope and pray that one day you find it in your hearts to forgive me for those actions. No amount of my apologies will ever return them to you. And if you feel that this is what you need to get you closure, I pray it helps you have that closure. I just hope that one day you find that forgiveness to forgive me for taking your loved ones from you. I am deeply sorry to my mom, my sister, my niece, my lawyers, my supporters, my friends, my family, and everybody. I love you. This isn't the end. This is only the beginning. Everybody back at the Untitled Unit, field ministers, Director Hazelwood, Director Dickerson, Major Neeland, and everybody there, thank you for the love and support and your compassion and allowing me the opportunity to show you that I can change and become a better man and rehabilitate. I thank God for allowing me to seek Him out and finding Him and show that this isn't about me. We are all here today because of my actions, but in the end it comes down to God, praising Him and giving honor to Him. I have accepted Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, years ago, and I just want you guys to know how deeply sorry I am. But I know when this happens and this goes through, it's going to be the end of this life, but it will be the beginning of my ultimate life in heaven. I'm sorry. With that said, Warden Strong, thank you. I am finished. So currently, right now, and that was the end of his statement, the prison show will be at the next scheduled execution, David Wood. He is scheduled for March the 13th. If you are in the Houston or Huntsville area, please join us at the corner of 12th Street and Avenue I in Huntsville. Right now, we have 3 scheduled executions in Texas, 14 total for the United States, according to the Death Penalty Information Center. Like my friend Leroy stated, or he started, and T wanted to add to it, no voice is too small. So pick up the phone and make that call to the AG, the governor, state reps, and all. B for us, that soldier standing on the wall, dedicated to duty, never dropping the ball. Remember to call, everyone. Death Penalty Action has petitions on their website, and that address is deathpenaltyaction.org. They cover petitions for across the country. The 4 executions in Texas are David Wood. He is scheduled for March the 13th and is out of El Paso County. Moses Mendoza is scheduled for April the 23rd and is out of Collin County. And Matthew Johnson was recently scheduled, and he is for May the 20th and is out of Dallas County. Now, as my friend Mayo says, here is the news you can use. Really, Escobar, guess what? Still no date for your conference at the Supreme Court. I guess they're going for a record here. David Wood, you were distributed for conference at the Supreme Court on February the 21st. You also responded to the state's opposition to your petition on February the 3rd. Blaine Milam, my buddy. The state filed their brief in opposition to your petition at the Supreme Court on February 3rd. Bartholomew Granger, you filed your petition at the Supreme Court on February 6th, coming out of the Fifth Circuit. Micah Brown, you were docketed at the Supreme Court out of the Fifth Circuit on February the 11th. Gabriel Hall, on February 4th, you filed your petition for writ of habeas corpus at the District Court. Brian Suniga, on February the 4th, the state responded to your motion for discovery at the District Court. Kimberly Cargill, on February the 5th, an amended order was granted for your hearing on Tuesday, February the 25th. Your hearing is on Tuesday, February 25th. Eric Williams, on February 5th, you filed a supplemental motion to appoint counsel with a brief memorandum in support at the District Court. That same day, Chief District Judge David Godby denied that motion. Obel Cruz Garcia, on February 6th, the Fifth Circuit denied your motion for COA. Roderick Harris, on February 7th, the Fifth Circuit granted your motion to extend time to comply until March the 20th. And Richard Vasquez, I hope you saw my message regarding your information that I sent over to you. And Linda,
Yes, I'm here.
go ahead.
All right. I have a poem tonight from Joe B. Van Story. Boy, I messed
JB.
your name up.
Yay,
Sorry.
Jay. Yay, Jay.
It's called Artificial Intelligence. Artificial intelligence is on everyone's mind these days. It will likely cure cancer and all other diseases, they say. It will create nuclear fusion and limitless energy. It will extend all of our lives, perhaps into eternity. It will discover countless new drugs that will cause a fresh rebirth. It will improve the standard of living for everyone on earth. But it will find a way to rid the world of hate and destruction. Will it root out and stop all abuse of power and corruption? Will it find the death penalty must end in this great nation? Will it find the perfect substitute to mass incarceration? Will it help free all of the innocent from false imprisonment? Will it permanently end all wrongful, illegal confinement? Will it make the justice system finally live up to its name? Will it help ensure that every one of us is treated the same? That's very beautiful.
Yes, it is.
And I hope it all comes true, Jay.
Yes, thank you, Jay. You're awesome. And we also need your poems, so please send in your poems. You can send them to Linda if you have her address, or you can send it to the prison show's address, 226 Chipmunk Trail. And because we're across the country, I'm going to say Shepherd, Texas. 77371, David? Now I completely drew a blank.
77371.
Okay, yeah. I drew a blank on the zip code. So definitely, if you want to send shout out. If you want to send Frans a letter, you can send it to the prison show's address. If you want to send the Death Row Angels a message, you can send it there. Or if you have our individual addresses. And of course, Gloria.
Yes.
And if they don't have your address, they can definitely send it to the prison show's address. And out of the blue, Leslie enters the building. If you want to write to Leslie, I'm kidding. Don't write to Leslie. Yeah, don't write to Leslie. I'm kidding. Just because I said that. She's going to get 100 letters. She's like, don't get me in trouble, please. So, of course, now I wanted to repeat what I said last week from Nelson Mandela. No one truly knows a nation until one has been inside its jails. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. And I think that's appropriate right now. Very much so. And you know what? I always tell people, if it can work in the Netherlands, if it can work in other countries, why can't it work in the United States? Because it can work. We're just too scared to make it work. Because we're too scared of change.
Or we too much enjoy control.
Oh, I like that better. Because, you know,
Abbott, he's a control freak.
he is a control freak. There's so much I want to say. I'm like...
I know, we'll bite our tongues a little bit.
Yeah.
We can always ask Gloria her opinion, though.
No, don't. Don't ask Gloria. I saw her go, whoop.
Yep. She's ready.
Whoop. Yep. But seriously, I have no... First of all, what Marci Marie was saying, that they were not going to let the women who had dreadlocks onto a transport bus. That makes no sense. And the fact that what are they already going, phasing out DEI in the prisons? They don't have beauty products for...
Yeah, but I heard that out here we don't have beauty products for people of color.
Well, we do, but they're low.
They took them off the shelves at Target and different places.
Yeah, they're making it smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yep. I was looking for something for my face. I got bumps, and just because I'm Caucasian, I went down the aisle where you get the stuff for your bumps. It wasn't there. There was nothing there.
No, they're phasing it out. That's because of Gloria's president. oh, she's gonna hit me.
Yep, she's gonna get you. You better be careful.
She's gonna get me.
Yep.
Oh, here she comes. Here she comes.
And Trump is banning paper straws because a lot of people won't use plastic straws because they kill marine life. So what is Trump doing? Not letting us have any paper straws. Go figure.
I thought that was fake news. That was a parody on Facebook whenever they were saying he's signing an executive order, no paper straws. That was a parody.
I heard he did it.
Yeah, well, a lot of people say it, but I was watching the parody.
I'm going to have to research that.
Yeah, there was a video where he was signing an executive order. And
well, you know what?
It's a parody.
If somebody would have told me that a Democrat couldn't serve as chairman on one of the committees, I would have been like, that's not
That should
true.
have been a parody, too.
That should have been. That should have been.
Yeah, I seen one where he signed an executive order that you can't sit facing forward. I mean, it's just,
oh, well, yeah, but he signed enough of them.
Yeah.
But with the whole, I don't understand how no Democrat on a chairperson, and I don't understand the dreadlocks on a medical transport.
And is that only for women?
I think only the women were telling them. But hey, if you men have any experience with it, let us know, because we'll go up to bat for you. I know we will. I didn't know about the women. Am I supposed to close? I'm supposed to close.
I'm going to get dreadlocks.
All right, let's pay the bill.
You're listening to KPFT Houston. Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Team. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped to represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas, obtain parole, and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. More information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, can be found on their website at parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
Frans.
Oh, hello. We're back on. We're just sitting here chit-chatting, and we're back.
We don't have a light, so I kept waving, but that's why I said I'm going to be Dewey. I'm going to go get me a flashlight. I'll be blinding everybody.
And here I thought you were just,
hey.
The light's not on.
How you doing?
It's it's broken.
Yeah, I didn't break it. I even hit the switch the other day. It didn't work.
No. So can we put in a work order, David?
Yeah. We'll have your favorite maintenance man come fix it.
All right. Let's get on the phone lines. Let's get to which one you want to go to first, David?
I'd say Brittany. Let's get them going.
Let's go to Brittany.
I just want to give a shout out to my man, best friend, and love of my life. Happy Valentine's Day. No Aaron Bigelow. Love, Brittany Trace. Your woman, one and only. I can't wait for you to come home. And you make me the happiest woman in the world. Mwah. Love you.
All right.
Wasn't that sweet?
That was sweet. That was sweet. How about Eva?
Hey Kyle, I just want to wish you a nice Valentine's Day, so I hope you receive the cards that I made for you, and maybe they will bring a smile to your face. So I just want to let you know that I love you, and I'm really glad that you're a part of my life. So yeah, baby, I love you, keep your head up, and I hope your day will be amazing. Hugs and kisses, I love you, bye.
Okay, let's skip on up to Christina. Let's do Christina.
for the Huntsville Unit. He is a wonderful husband, and I love him very much. Happy Valentine's Day, Papa.
Happy Valentine's Day, Papa.
All right. Do you have anything else?
No, ma'am, that is it.
All right. Well, y'all have a great Valentine's Day and a great weekend. All right. Let's go ahead and knock out Eva Maria.
Good evening, everybody. This is again Eva Maria from Germany, and I would like to greet not just my pen friend, Rodolfo, but also everyone in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, especially also the volunteers and friends and family who might be listening to this. I think you are doing a really great job keeping in touch. And my special greetings to all those who don't have friends and family outside prison. I have a small request. My friend Eva is not well at the moment, and if you like, and I would like to ask you, just pray for her. I think this will really help her, even if it's across the ocean and some thousands of kilometers. For all of those who would like to do this. I keep you in my hearts, and God bless you. Have a nice weekend. Eva Maria.
All right. Thank you, Eva Maria. And now we have Jennifer.
Hey Robert, this is Jennifer and Thomas. We just wanted to wish you a happy Valentine's Day and let you know we love you. Bye.
Okay.
Hey Blaine, this is Jennifer and Thomas. We are just shouting out to you to say we are really excited to have you as a new friend and hope you have a happy Valentine's Day. Take care.
I was trying to tell you she had 2 shout-outs.
Oh.
Same woman.
I just thought yeah.
I was just shooting you the peace sign. At least I didn't tell you his number 1.
Yeah, which you often do, and I just do it right back at you. Hey. All right, now we have Dina. Hey, Dina.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marvin. Happy birthday at the Warden Unit.
And many more.
Valentine's Day.
That's awesome. Well,
And that was for Marvin at the Warden Unit.
Marvin at the Warden Unit. Well, happy birthday, Marvin.
Thank you. We love you. Happy birthday and happy Valentine's Day.
You have a great weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye. And you know he's smiling, or he will be smiling. All right, now we have one of my favorite people, Caitlin.
This is a shout-out for Beto Garza in Pulaski. Hey Boo, how are you? I hope that you're in good health, spirits, staying safe, and that there is a smile on your handsome face. I also want to wish you happy Valentine's Day. Hugs and kisses. As for me, I'm actually just outside working now, and I'm going to go in for another shift. So, yay me. Daytona is at home, and she is doing good. Buddy is also doing good, and he says howdy. I was with Buddy yesterday, and I'm going up to him tomorrow when I'm finished work. Other than that, everything is going good, so please know that you mean the world to me, and that I'm sending you hugs and kisses. So good night, sweet dreams, and stay safe. And I want to say hi, and hope y'all are doing well, to Eric, Mark, Blaine, Will, Debo, Moy, and Rudy. Hey y'all, hope y'all are good. Other than that, I say, take care, and good night. And to everybody at the prison show, a big, big thank you for making this happen.
She is awesome. All right, now we have Kaliunga.
Hey, Kaliungo, my friend.
Silence.
Hello to everyone on the prison show. My name is Kalyango Ali. I'm a death penalty activist from Uganda. I want to send my condolences to the families of two men who were executed yesterday. It really was a very sad moment and terrible. No one deserves to die in terms of law. Capital punishment is inhuman. So I'll continue praying for the families of two men who were executed and to keep them strong. I want to send my Valentine greetings to my brother Franklin Davis, Madame Lillian, Madame Linda, David, Frans, my friend from Netherlands, who is on prison show today, my friend Peter from Netherlands, Madame Ben, and to all the prison, to all inmates in different prisons in the US, even in Uganda. I want to leave you with the encouraging words, love is the answer and compassion for all humanity. May God continue blessing you, the prison show gangs. Bye.
All right, now let's get to Liz Maria on line 3.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you tonight?
Oh, living the dream.
My shout out is for John Crossway, my husband. I want to say happy Valentine's Day, baby. You're my forever, my twin flame, my soulmate. Te amo, te adoro. I've loved you for 25 years, and we got so many more to go. I'm at work, and we at the Justice Reformatory, your wife and your kids, we love you, and we hope you have a good night. Te amo, baby.
All right. Thank you very much. You have a great weekend, and happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you. Have a good night.
You too. Okay, now Julie on line 4. Hey, Julie.
Hello, how you doing? I want to shout out to my love. Happy Valentine's Day. Kisses and hugs to you, baby. I miss you. And sweet dreams, sweetheart, and I love you, baby. I miss you. So have a good night. Okay.
Thank you, Julie. You have a great weekend.
You too. Y'all, thank y'all for letting us do this.
Thank you for calling in.
Okay. Yes.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, now Jeanette on line 5.
Hi, Jeanette Johnson from California. I am a podcast host, and I advocate on behalf of my husband, Warren Johnson, who is currently incarcerated in Denver on a wrongful conviction. He's been incarcerated for 15 years. I also have talked to some men from Texas, and I would like to give them a big shout out and let my brothers over there know how much I'm praying for them, and I'm constantly fighting for the day I'll be able to come and meet them at the gate when they're released. Cornell Drummer, he's over in Dominguez. James Legate McConnell, Earl Eugene Bryant McConnell, LaKendrick Norton, Sebastian Royce Connerly, Casey Woodard Connerly, John William Rogers McConnell, Roy Smithworth McConnell, and also Adonis Washington. You guys, keep your heads up. I'm praying for you, and I have so much love for you. We're here for you if you ever need to talk to me. I'm here. And I'm sending you guys a big hug and a lots of love from everybody from the Crew Podcast. We love you and we're praying for you. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to come onto your platform and shout my brothers out over there in Texas. Have a good weekend.
You too. You have a great weekend and happy Valentine's Day. All right. Now we have Michelle on line 6. Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
You are on the air. Go ahead with your shout out.
Okay, I want to give a shout out to my husband, Jesus, a.k.a. Chucky, and Huntsville Unit. When I saw him, I love him. I miss him. Happy Valentine's Day. And hopefully we will see him soon. Can't wait for our visit tomorrow. And hoping and praying our son comes out of jail by the 18th of this month, so Tuesday. And letting him know that we're just at home waiting and can't wait till tomorrow so I can see him. And that's it.
All right, Michelle. Thank you, and you have a great weekend. Wow, that was quick. Okay. All right, now we have Lau on. We have Lau.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lau, and I want to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day, and I have a poem that I want to read to you. It's called A Love That Lasts. On this day of hearts and flowers, we can celebrate God's precious hours. For His love, we find our way, a love that guides us day by day. With Christ at the center, our hearts align. His love, so pure, so divine. A love that never fades away, forever constant, come what may. Through valleys deep and mountains high, His love for us will never die. In every smile and every tear, His presence always drawing near. So on this Valentine's, let's share the love of Christ, so pure. For His love, we both will grow. Together in Him, our hearts aglow. Happy Valentine's, my dears. With Christ's love, there's no more fear. For loving Him will always stay, guiding us along the way. If you got pain, He's a pain taker. If you feel lost, He's a way maker. If you need freedom or saving, He's a prison shaking savior. If you got chains, He's a chain breaker. I love you all and I wish you a happy Valentine's Day. Goodbye.
That was awesome. Okay, so apparently the center point transponder went down, so the FM signal is off. They need to go to kpft.org to listen. Of course, that means that no one's listening to it live. Not even Ramsey. But they will be able to go to the Adobo app and listen to it whenever it is uploaded. What's the latest date, David? Do you know that's been
I don't know, but they changed it, remember?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I got an email yesterday, and I guess I didn't read the email. I said, thank you. Didn't read the email. So every night before we come on, I always look at the spreadsheet to see what's been uploaded and what hadn't. So tonight I'm in the dark. So guys, if you let us know, you call one of us or send us an email or whatever, and let us know what's the latest you can see, because it should have the executions from last week, execution watch, it should have your protest, and it should have our show from last week. So
well, the last I heard, which was a few hours ago, the last date was the 31st. So the protests weren't up. So, but
well, they should be. They usually go up on Friday. So, but I don't
okay.
know. That's all I can say because I can't read the spreadsheet. So.
Really, you can't, David? You don't
No,
say?
they actually changed the spreadsheet. So whenever I figured out the instructions and I looked at the spreadsheet, it was blank. I was like, well, darn. That doesn't... Anyway, we're growing.
Yeah, you're growing pains.
I'd rather be green and growing than ripe and rotten.
Ripe and rotten. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You ask my mom, I'm pretty rotten, though.
Yeah, I don't have to ask her.
Oh, Linda's over here agreeing.
All right, now let's get to Manuela.
Linda was looking.
Hello, this is my shout out for my husband, Robert Robertson, Polanski Unit, Death Row. Hey baby, I thought that I would make a shout out to you on this special day to let you know that I'm always thinking about you. I love you always, not only today. For me, it's every day a Valentine's Day since you came into my life. This time you make my world a better place. You are everything for me. You are my husband, my love, my best friend, my soulmate, my confidant, my rock in the surf. The best whatever could happen to me, baby. And I'm always thinking about you. I miss you so much, baby. And I need you. I need you to be happy and to smile. You put always a smile on my face and in my heart. And I'm so very, very happy, grateful, thankful and blessed to have you in my life and as my husband. You are my big, 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 great love, my true love, the first and the last. I want only you and nobody else but you. Because you are my life and my world. And you mean everything to me and for me. Baby, I love you for infinity, always and forever. You are my always and forever. My one and only, my Robert, my sweetheart, my darling. I wish you a good night, baby. Sweet and blessed dreams. And I do hope and pray to see you soon and talk to you in person, my love. Good night, baby. Thousands of kisses, hugs, and lots of love from your wife. Good night, baby.
Now that was a shout out.
That was a shout out. And Gloria's going to do hers next.
All right. I want to, first of all, for the people that have been emailing me, I got so behind, so excuse me for my tardiness. Will Spear, thank you for your kind words. Thomas Miller L., shout out to you. Spider, now Thomas, Spider said he couldn't find a card on Securus for Valentine's Day. But Miller L. found one, so I don't know.
There's I love yous.
Oh, well, I don't know. Anyway, Tony Ford, hey. Thanks for your information about what happened to Stephen Nelson. And I love your statement about the death penalty is a Christian-funded and supported killing machine. Amen. Erica Shepherd, how you doing? Love you. Kimberly Cargill, I got your e-messages, and I'm going to respond to you ASAP. I did see the video of the testimony about the cause of death and for the person you're supposedly on death row for killing who died of a medical problem and not you. Anyway, hello to Eugene Broxton. Thank you for your nice words. Nathan Williams, sending you my love. Jeff Wood, how you doing? And I hope you got your magazine, because I got mine in the mail a couple of days ago. Anthony Pierce, I apologize for not answering your letters, but my son-in-law and my grandson-in-law are going to go with me to pick up those heavy boxes of yours. And then I will contact whoever you said, the University of Texas Capital Punishment Project or whatever it's called, and see what we can do with that. Brittany Holberg, hello. Robert Robertson, since you just had such a romantic shout out, I'll just say hi. Terry Washington, yes, I did get your e-message, and yes, we can still communicate on Securus when the doggone thing is working. Melissa Lucio, hello, and I was reading about that place you're going to go if the CCA ever decides to let you out, and it sounds really cool. Ram, hello, haven't seen you in a while because I haven't been visiting for a while, but hope you're doing well. Juan Balderas, hello. Rob Will, hi to you. Anthony Haynes, I just resubscribed to your magazine, the cooking one, I forgot the name. Hi to Rodney Reed and Tony Medina and Beto Garza. And T. Irvin, you wouldn't believe what Securus has done to your mail. I just opened up my Securus and messages from December and January were not sent to you because I guess I had too many pictures and was short one stamp. So I think I just sent those to you. Does this ever happen to you? Securus just cuts off in the middle of a letter.
Yeah. All the time.
And then you go back and the draft is gone.
My draft is usually there.
Mine is not. Yours neither?
Neither, and it's very sad when you made a piece of text like that, you know.
I know. Drives me nuts. So now, T, what I did is I added something onto all the ones that weren't sent, and I made a document and then copied it and pasted it on Securus in case it decided to die on me. And I think that is it. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Gloria. Okay, let's do Mary.
To Leo, Huntsville Unit from Mary. Hey, my angel, I hope you're okay. This is a special day, and I just need to let you know that you're in my heart and in my mind. I love you no matter what.
All right, let's do Carmela.
Evening, Prison Show. I hope everybody has had a day of love, and I also want to wish everybody on the other side of the bars a blessed day of love. I hope everybody got some love some way from their family and friends. I hope everybody's safe and staying warm and dry.
and
Oh. She is gone. I think we hung up on her. Well, here you go. Why don't you do your shout out? This is Leslie.
Hello, prison show.
Yeah, that was
Lord. That was not me. That was you. Okay. So, anyways, I just wanted to say Happy Valentine's Day to TDCJ, and everybody. That's
You got to talk on the mic. That's why it's so hot, making noises. I made her blush, Sugar Pom Pom.
She sure did.
Anyways, I wanted to say Happy Valentine's Day to TDCJ. Also, yeah. Anyways, Sugar Pom Pom, hi, I'm back. Happy Valentine's Day. And I have something I want to read to my Sugar Pom Pom. I found this on Facebook. Because at the end of the day, you're the person I want to come home to. You're the person I want to tell how my day went. You're the person I want to share my happiness, sadness, frustration, and success with. So, we need to find better ways to communicate. I swallowed my pride, so anyways, it's cold outside. I've been Ubering like a mad woman, and literally a mad woman. Anyways, I'm back in Texas, and anyways, I'm okay. Okay, bye. See ya. I can hear myself breathe.
I know that the mic is very, very, very. All right. Is that Carmela?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Put her on.
know if it was the weather or my lifeline phone or what, but anyway, I got you back. I'd like to make 2 shout-outs. The first one is to Marcus Mullins of the Douw Unit. Hi, Marcus. I hope you're staying warm and safe. I want to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. I hope you had a day full of love, and I hope you shared your love with somebody. It's going to be cold. It's already cold. Just stay warm and dry, and keep on working your program, and the days will pass. I've been thinking about you, and you're in my thoughts and prayers, and just know you're loved. You take care, and I'll talk to you next time, hopefully next Friday. My second shout-out is to my nephew, Brad Aiken at the Douw Unit. Hi, I remembered him. Hi, Brad. This is your Aunt Carmela. I hope you had a good day full of love. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you're staying warm and safe and taking care of your business, doing what you need to do to make it to the next day. Just want to let you know that you're loved and you're thought about every day. I can't always get through the phones to make a shout out to you. I hope you have access to radio. Somebody at the Douw Unit can let Bradley know that he's thought about and loved, and you guys stay warm and safe, and I wish everybody on the other side of the walls and bars blessed and day full of love this Valentine's Day, and everybody take care, and I love you, Bradley. Hope to talk to you next week. You take care. Have a good week. Thank you, President Shaw. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody, especially Miss Linda. She's so patient on the phone with me. And thank you, Mrs. Dani and Mr. Oh dear, I forgot his name.
David.
Mr. David, thank you.
We forget his name.
How could I forget that name? Traveling grace tonight home. I hope you guys stay warm and safe. And I hope your day was full of love. Until next week, have a good day, a good week. Good night.
Good night. Thank you. Whoop.
Yeah, she's lucky I didn't give up Linda for hanging her up. Linda said her Wi-Fi went down. Linda keeps hanging up the handset, and then when she goes to answer the phone, if somebody's on there, it hangs them up.
All right, now we have, let's get to Lydia. Hey, Lydia.
How are you tonight?
Business is good tonight.
There's so many people calling. I've passed the word around too, here locally. You know, sometimes people that have people incarcerated. Yeah, their families, their loved ones. Yeah, so I've passed the word around some.
Well, thank you.
But there's a lot of people calling. That's good. Yeah. But I just want to say happy Valentine's Day to my son, Beto, and to all the guys, to William, to Eric, Blaine, Ruben, Mark, Roderick, Moises. Just wishing you all a happy Valentine's Day. And I'm going to send Beto some cards, some of those Loteria cards. I hear you guys play. So I'm going to get some cards to Beto so that he can have, because he only has one card, so he can have all these other cards to play on. Hopefully he'll win some, okay? But we don't have cold weather here. It's going to be, it was cold like in the 50s, and tomorrow we're supposed to be 85. It just keeps going cold and warm and cold and warm. And it's a beautiful day today. And I know there's a lot of people that are cold up in the north, and California has a lot of those mudslides. Those poor people, when it's not the mud, it's the fire. But we lift them up in prayer, and you all get some rest and have a good night. And I send my son a lot of love and a lot of hugs. And a lot of hugs to you guys too, Dani, Gloria. I see Gloria and David and Linda. Sending you guys a bunch of Valentine hugs. Good night, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. All right, now do we want to get to Captain Tom? Let's get to Captain Tom. Hey, Captain Tom.
Hello, Dani. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you, too.
And David, of course, and Dee Dee. I'll read you my shout-outs first. I want to wish Happy Valentine's Day to all the female inmates. I don't have a list of the female inmates, but, however, we wish them a happy Valentine's Day. Okay, I have Arkansas, Leroy, John Armstrong, J.B. Anderson, Clarence Lee Bowman, Pete Stein, George Johnson, John R. Green, Stephen Young, Terrence Carmichael, Mike Dean, Robert Brown, Samuel V. Harris, Robert Harris, Thomas Harris, Jacob Howard, Peter Torres, Thomas Mitchell. Also, we have Bob Dunn and Bobby Joe Harper. And you can donate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. KPFT, right here at kpft.org, or call 713-526-5738. I push option number 1. And also, you can text the word GIVE to 713-526-5738. And make sure you give to the prison show. Okay, y'all take care. I'll catch y'all next week right here at KPFT.
Thank you, Tom.
Have a good night, Tom.
All right.
I'd like to second that. You know that starts next week.
I know. I'm not.
The 20th. Is that next week?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
next week.
That's next week. All right, let's get to Mike.
Hello, this is Mysterious Mike Lewis for the Prison Show. I'm going to be doing my shout-outs. Here's my shout-outs to Guys of Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Stephen McGee. Shout-out for Philip Perez. Shout-out for Matt Thomas, Ed Ruiz, Adam Wilkerson. Shout-out for Aaron Vasquez. Shout-out for Haas. Shout-out for Keith Money. Tasha wants me to do a shout-out for Payday. Shout-out for Oz. Shout-out for Curtis Robertson. Shout-out for Blaine Milam. Shout-out for Bill R. Sims. Shout-out for Wayman Lee Clark. And a special shout-out to Clarence Lee Bowman. Hopefully you're doing much better. And that's my shout-outs for this week. And enjoy the Daytona 500 on Sunday. It's the start of the NASCAR season. And now back to the prison show, and you can write me in care of David Collingsworth. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, now let's get to Monique.
I got it.
Hey everyone, this is Monique. I just wanted to give a shout out to my husband Biggs at Polanski Unit. Happy Valentine's Day, sweetie. I love you so much. We have so many more Valentines to spend together.
That was sweet. All right, Keisha.
I want to give a shout out to my husband Leon at Clements Unit in Amarillo. Baby, I love you. This is a really hard Valentine's Day, being so far away from you for the first time, but we will persevere. I love you. Keep your head up, and happy Valentine's Day. I love you always.
That was sweet. All right, now for Kika. Hi, Kika.
Hi, I just called and I forgot to say a few words, but I just want to give a shout out to my husband, Jesus, aka Chucky, in Polanski Unit, and I just want to tell him Happy Valentine's Day. I love him, I miss him, and I hope to see him tomorrow at our visit. And also, this shout out coming all the way from Austin, Texas, and that I hope and pray that our son comes home on the 18th, which is Tuesday, and to see what his lawyer says and everything. And he called me at 7. He told me to tell you that he's praying for you, and he's praying also for himself to come out. So hopefully by Tuesday we get good news, but until then, I mean, I guess I'm just going to keep on accepting his calls as I do yours, and just see what we can do from there. I mean, like I said, it can't rain forever. You're not going to be in there. And also keep on continuing doing what you've been doing as far as your classes. And I'm proud of you, and I just hope to see you soon, and also hopefully you make parole this year, and you will be coming home. And that's it.
All right. Well, happy Valentine's Day, and you have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, now we have Rods.
Good evening, everyone. I wanted to send a shout out to my loved one, Raul, at Estelle Unit, and to my nephew, Peanut, at Styles, and Panchito at Styles also. Everyone be safe, and don't forget to pray. Good night.
That was short and very sweet. Okay, now we have Ruth Ann.
This shout out is for Hezekiah Gaines in the Roach Unit. Mijo, I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. And I am extremely excited for the things I know God is doing in your life. Happy Valentine's Day.
All right. Now let's get to Samantha.
This is for Buddha and Connolly, John B. Connolly. I just want to say I love you, and this is our first Valentine's without each other. Last year we were able to visit with you, but because this dumb 15-day lockdown, I wasn't able to. But we love you, we miss you, and stay positive and keep praying, and you're gonna come home.
And make sure to behave so you can come home. Happy Valentine's Day. I miss you.
And it's from his wife, Samantha Zena Morales, and Big Head, Ariela.
Oh, that was adorable.
Can't forget Big Head.
Big Head. No, I shout out to Big Head all the time. All right.
I like the peanut.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Now we have Terry.
I want to say Happy Valentine's Day to Michael David Morris at the PAC unit from your big sister. I love you.
That's so sweet. And now we have Patty.
Humberto Garza at the Collingsworth Unit. First of all, Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Everyone there, Collingsworth Unit and everywhere else. David and Linda and Gloria. Big Luz in heaven and Rodrigo in heaven. Here from day 2. But mijo, I just want to say Happy Valentine's Day, mijito. I miss you. I love you. All doing great. I mean, I wish you were here, mijo. I've been kisses, mijo. You are thought of daily. Today was a hard day for me. Aaron's not here. But I smile. I love you, mijo.
That was,
Yeah, you got too much for her.
We love you, Miss Patty. All right, now, wanted to say thank you really quick to Jay at the Win Unit for the wonderful poem that you gave Miss Linda this week, and keep it up. He always writes great poems. Robert Solis, we heard you. Linda brought it to my attention that you were over at the Estelle Unit, and we're hoping you get better. And of course, Farron, one of my best friends, and Ryan Cassidy, and of course David Davis over at the Hughes Unit. What's going on at the Hughes Unit, y'all? Ooh wee! I know y'all. Woo. And of course CJ and all my other friends. But Linda, did you want to give a few?
Yes, I've got some Valentines. I want to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. And I left my list at home, but I made up a list of names I could remember, so I'll go ahead and do those shout-outs. And if I left you off, I'm sorry. I'll be more alert next week. Okay, I want to say Happy Valentine's to David Wood, Robert Robertson, Franklin Davis, Micah Brown, Jaime Cole, Blaine Milam, Fabian Hernandez, Paul DeVoe, Paul Story, Talon Carter, Robert Satterfield, Robert Solis, Lucky Ward, Gary Green, Ronald Haskell, Stephen Curry, Curtis Robinson, Fidencio Valdez, Juan Balderas, Beto Garza, Guy Allen, Will Spear, Kerry Allen, Britt Ripkowski, Charles Thompson, Eugene Broxton, Harvey Irvin, Stephen Bachman, Christopher Simons, J.B. Van Story, Bill Sims, and thank you for the Valentine, Bill Sims, Iron Thunder Horse, and Miller L. Y'all have a great week. Be back next week.
And
I think Belinda might be pole dancing.
I think she may be.
Who?
And
you?
It's like, who?
Lord, I break the pole down.
David did bring us some letters this week, and Christopher Turner, I received your letter, and I will shoot something back to you. And, of course, Rodney Philpott got your card. It was awesome. So, and, of course, happy Valentine's Day, yes, to everyone and all. And do you want to say happy Valentine's Day?
Yes, I would like to say happy Valentine's Day to everybody, but especially to my brother T. Marvin.
Yay, T!
T. Irvin. And, of course, Nanan McCune Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And I also want to say to everybody who listens to not only love other people, but love themselves, because it lacks a lot of love for ourselves. We blame ourselves. Not only society blames us, but also we do it ourselves, and that's very hard to get rid of. Love yourself. You can be the person you are. You can be who you are, and you're okay. You're a good person as you are. Love yourself on this Valentine's Day. Thank you.
That was very sweet. That was very, and yes, T. Irvin.
T.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I'm going to visit him 2 times this week. I'm really looking forward. He's such a...
Is that a special visit when you get to go 2 times?
Person.
It is. It is special because he gets.
Visit.
I mean, you get like 8 hours, right?
Yeah, each time 4 hours. 2 times 4 hours.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Because I come from abroad.
Yeah, make sure you bring your credit card.
No, Polanski doesn't.
Oh, they don't have Polanski?
Sure
not yet. They will now be accepting credit cards and debit cards. However, Polanski is not one of them.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
They need to get it.
It's coming, but not yet. Just bring a lot of quarters. You got to feed them.
I know. I always go to the bank and I load my pockets with quarters. And
yeah, quarters are so dirty. It's better
dollar
just to
coins.
take that card.
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
The only problem I foresee with the debit cards is my bank, when you get too many of those small purchases, they'll cancel, they'll decline the charges, and then you're stuck inside Visit with no...
Yeah, but you got to tell them beforehand, just like when you travel.
Yeah, I've already called my bank to try to talk to them about it, and they said, well, how would it come across? Well, I don't know. It's a vending machine inside a prison.
I'm giving you a heads up, I'm spending my money.
Yeah, I'm spending my own money. I don't know how it's going to show up.
Yeah, maybe you need to get a different kind of debit card, some kind of Walmart card or something. I don't know.
Oh, now that's an idea. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, they got them at Walmart. You can get a Visa card, so it spins just like a regular Visa.
No, I'm aware of those, but I didn't think about getting those because that probably would work.
Yep, prepaid. Way you know how much you're spending.
Well, occasionally you have a good idea, David.
Oh yeah, brain. I can't use that word, can I? Moby got kicked off there for saying it, so maybe I shouldn't use that one. Brain explosion.
Wait, got kicked out? Are you serious?
Moby in the mornings. You remember Moby?
Yeah.
He was on the Eagle up in Dallas, and they kicked him out for saying FART.
You know what?
Because you can't use bodily fluids. I mean, I don't know how that's a fluid, but you know.
Well, if you
it still came from the body.
If you
if you SHRT. Yep, you're gonna get us kicked off.
I know. There we go.
Hey, I'd like to say a few howdy doos. Daniel Farrell up in North Carolina, Eric Foreman over in Oregon, Matthew Hoover in North Carolina, Curtis Otto over in Ohio, John Thomas, MD, that's Maryland, right?
I don't know.
MD, Maryland, gotta be.
Yeah.
Wayne Castle over in Ohio, and a couple of Ohio boys. Buckeyes, North Carolina, let's see, Kyle Triplett, David Weller, he's from Ohio also. Hakeem Tyson from North Carolina. Maury Holloway from Camden County, New Jersey. From James McElreath from North Carolina. And Jaime Quijano Jr., DuPage County in Illinois.
Wow.
They're from everywhere. And Mr. Goldthwait over in California, right? His wife called him. That was so sweet. John Goldthwait.
That was sweet. She's the one that gave. Yeah.
That they called in last week or week before last. I think he's the one that sent us the letter that said that we're in California and we hear you loud and clear.
Loud and clear. That's right.
It's getting close. It's 10:54. You got anything you want to say? Go ahead. You got your hand up. You got a microphone?
Oh, I'm talking to the mic right now.
Yeah, talking to the mic.
I wanted to also say happy Valentine's to KFC. I ate some KFC up in North Dakota, and it was awful, by the way.
Was it cold?
It was just, it made my stomach hurt really bad. Anyways, it's cold. And Sugar Pom Pom, I've been working my tail off, okay?
All right.
Yep. Look, it's been a pretty good show. We had a lot of callers. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Oh,
go ahead.
One quick. If by chance my phone number is no longer on your registered list, there was a snafu. And the snafu, it not only once, but twice. And now I'm trying to get it corrected. But it seems to be only... I'm going to leave her right there. Let's just leave her right there.
Situation normally all foolboard. It's a good way to put it. Look, man, we really appreciate you guys, and keep passing out that word to your family. They're getting it. They're getting it. So they're doing the shout-outs, and that's great. And we're always here for you. Man, we love you guys. And it was neat hearing from Marci Marie, giving some reports about the ladies. And y'all stay tuned because we got more coming, and we got more people from different states that are going to be coming on the air. We're just trying to grow, and you got some suggestions? Let us know. You got a advocate or a group, a family group, whatever. You got an attorney that's really doing some great things? Let us know. We'll reach out and see what's going on because we want to be here for you. And coming up next, we're going to have Damage Control with Skyla Dawn and DJ Chill. And I will let you know, guys, that next week starts Pledge Drive, and it's for 3 weeks, and we do have a goal. And we'll still be bringing you the prison show like we always do, but from time to time we're going to have to do a little bit of pitching. So a good way to shut us up is to go ahead and donate. So you can call 713-526-5738, option number 1, like Captain Tom said, and go ahead and donate. And then once we meet our goal, we're going to shut our mouth.
Okay, shut it. It's not time yet.
It is time. And they got this thing that starts tomorrow that's right there in front of you. It starts in the morning. So if they want to donate early, they can get concert tickets, KPFT concert tickets. So y'all get on the bandwagon. We appreciate y'all.
Have a great weekend. And happy Valentine's.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you. and Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking poor JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you get released. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. It's prison radio. From Paris to Polanski, Bonjo, be more. In my dreams I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. To men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This ain't my love. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio. And to all the laughers, men sitting on the road, try to keep your heads up. You ain't me if you got home. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know.